Hello, beautiful tribe, and thank you for tuning in to this week's Master Plant Tincture Ayahuasca. Ayahuasquita Madrecita and all the magical benefits that she can bring you. First, I would like to make some announcements. If you are interested in working with master plant tinctures and you're not quite sure which one would best suit you, on US Tribe of Spirit we have 11 master plant tinctures that you can work with that can powerfully benefit you for any sort of physical issues and any sort of emotional or energetic blockages, whether it is that you have for a physical ailment, something like a heart issue or indigestion or gastritis, cancer, leukemia, blood issues. Our master plant tinctures are powerhouses and they can benefit you physically as well as energetically, connecting on a deeper level to yourself, to your higher self, bringing in things like self-worth, love, opening up your heart. There are so many benefits to working with master plant tinctures. On the homepage of the website, you can take our quiz. We have taken all of the guesswork out of it for you. It takes 30 seconds to take that quiz, and you will be paired with your perfect master plant tincture. Our master plant tinctures are made in a spagyric process, which means it is working with the mind, body, and spirit of the plant, which will thus give you a stronger, more potent tincture so that you can feel the vibration and the connection to the spirit of the medicine. Go to the US website, subscribe to the tribe, and you will receive all sorts of benefits along with lots of plant powerful emails. If you're like me and you love all the plants and also Madrecita, I made a collection of t-shirts, journals, drinkware. Drinkware there is. So the t-shirt looks like this. She's so fierce, but also like full of love with those flowers. Just like Madrecita. I'll show you the t-shirt in case any of you are interested. She turned out really amazing. She's my favorite one. It says Ayahuasca Queen of the Forest. So on the US tribeofspirit.com, you can find t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, journals, drinkware, shot glasses. That's right. You can get all of your incredible master plant goodies on US tribeofspirit.com. Okay, without further ado, I would like to introduce you to the powerful benefits of our Ayahuasca Vine tincture, and I will also share a personal testimony from myself. First of all, this Ayahuasca Vine tincture is non-psychoactive. It is just the Cappi vine. It does not contain any DMT leaves. It is just the Cappi vine, Ayahuasca Vine, which is incredibly powerful and healing. So if a lot of you know that when you drink ayahuasca in a ceremony, it contains ayahuasca and either chacruna leaves or choripanga. That's the base of the ayahuasca brew. But you can work with Ayahuasca Vine without it being psychoactive, and there are incredible benefits. So you can work with her pre-ayahuasca ceremony and also post. So pre, if you are someone who has not worked with ayahuasca at all, and you, of course, understandable, are nervous, I highly recommend working with Ayahuasca Vine tincture because it will help you already begin to build. Sorry, that's my dog. That's Pacha. He agrees. By working with the Ayahuasca Vine tincture before ceremony, it will help you begin to create this connection with Madrecita. And thus, then your journey will be a bit easier of a process. And likewise, post, I highly recommend working with our plant tinctures for integration. So after your ayahuasca ceremony, if you feel like you're having trouble integrating, as you know, sitting with ayahuasca can be very profound and life-changing, and it can be a lot, and it can be really overwhelming when you come back to your normal everyday life and you have so much ahead of you that you really feel needs to change internally and also externally, reflecting that in from your inner reality externally. So Ayahuasca Vine can really help you integrate post ceremony and also post dieta, as I will share with you my personal experience. This particular Ayahuasca Vine is cielo. It is the yellow vine. Cielo is for the heavens. And ayahuasca she is known as the vine of the soul because she really connects you on such a deep, deep level. She's a masterful teacher of our own shadows and darkness, which is why I love her so much. You know, she's a grandmother spirit. She will show you where you really need to learn and grow, and then gives you those opportunities to make your own choices. She doesn't force anyone to do anything. She helps you to make the best choices for yourself that are in the highest alignment for your highest purpose. So she's definitely a transformative medicine. So let's address the physical benefits of working with Ayahuasca Vine Tincture. She helps to repair the brain cells. She also helps to improve memory. She alleviates anxiety and depression. She's a powerful helper and support with addiction, trauma, and PTSD. And she, in general, helps with mental well-being. So even though those are like maybe a handful, they're really powerful. And then the energetic and emotional benefits that you can receive are heightened intuition, creativity, focus, clarity, a really deep connection to nature for sure, as she is in an ayahuasca ceremony. I saw her and she showed me one divine essence of herself is that she is Mother Nature. She is Pachamama. So deep reverence for Madrecita. Helps with deep states of meditation, serenity, peace. She's deeply, deeply healing. She brings in the ability to navigate challenges much easier. I would like to share hopefully I will keep it brief, a personal testimony of working with Ayahuasca Vine Tincture, this one particularly. I had just finished my last dieta with Noirao in the jungle. So if some of you don't know what a plant dieta is, it is when you are working with a particular master plant and you are eating very minimal, and you also you refrain from eating certain things, and you also eat very minimal. So it is a specific diet that you are ingesting internally, but then you're also in isolation and, you know, not on social media. You're keeping very quiet because the plants are very subtle, and they then begin to communicate to you as you really start to narrow your focus in and quiet yourself internally and externally. And then every day you are drinking your master plant. Hopefully every day. This will increase the strength and the communication if you are drinking it every day. And that's just in the form of like a tea. So I recently got back from my last dieta, and even though it was actually the shortest dieta I've ever done, it was like 11 days. And even though it was 11 days, the shortest diet I've done, it was one of the deepest. Yeah, I had a very challenging experience in the second ceremony. It was the strongest ceremony of my life. And I won't go into details, but it was really very difficult for me to come back to my, and I've experienced this before. This is actually how Tribal Spirit was birthed, through a very big dark night of the soul process like this. And I was extremely challenged when I got back home. I was actually really not okay, because my energy field was shattered, literally. And after I had my energy body repaired, I felt a lot better. And then I had started working with the Ayahuasca Vine tincture. And because I was in a really deep state of depression, because I came back to my life and I just felt like I can't do certain things anymore. And I don't want to start crying. The things that I felt like I didn't have the energy or the life force to do anymore are very near and dear to me. And I had been praying for so long for support. And year after year, support wasn't coming, and I have began to lose hope. And so I came back, and it was just like one explosion after another, and a lot of deep foundational things for me in order to take my prayer and my mission to the next level, that it's absolutely necessary that support has needed to come in. And it was a really difficult integration for me, like the most difficult. And thanks to working with the Ayahuasca Vine tincture, I am incredibly, incredibly grateful, because my prayers, my prayers have been answered, and I'm being supported now. So I'm now able to have space in my life to start the next level of my mission. And I also, once I started working with Ayahuasca Vine tincture, like I said, I was incredibly depressed. And the first day, so I had been working with my neurological tincture. I was also, for the first 2 weeks, if you guys watched my previous video on the benefits of Ayahuasca, I'd been working with Ayahuasca because I felt like I really needed the strength of will with Ayahuasca, and it was like 2 weeks, and then I kept feeling Madrecita, and she was calling, and I switched. And the first day that I took this tincture, I really felt her spirit with me, and she came into my energy field because my nervous system was so shot. She came into my energy field and just gave me like a really big energy hug, and I felt her immediately soothe my nervous system. Sorry, I didn't think I was gonna cry. Throughout this whole process, I've actually not been able to cry, which I'm a big crier, and for me that was feeling off, that I couldn't purge in this way. So it's good. It's good that I'm releasing my emotions, and I just want to say I love Madrecita. This Ayahuasca Vine tincture is really potent, really strong, made with a lot of really beautiful prayers from my sister, who makes them in the jungle. And if any of you are suffering, like I had PTSD, I was traumatized in ceremony, and it brought up all my previous trauma. And when I got home, it reactivated my trauma. So I was, to say the least, I was like, for sure, I was dealing with PTSD, depression, and she just came in and soothed it all away and made it okay. So I highly recommend you guys work with the Ayahuasca Vine tincture. You can find her on ustribespirit.com. And if at any point you would like to work with a different master plant tincture, you can always try our quiz at any moment you want, and you can retake the quiz. Thank you so much for listening, for staying tuned. Oh, sorry, like, subscribe if you haven't already. Comment if you are working on our master plant tinctures, or if you're working with our master plant tinctures. I would love to know, like, this is why I do what I do, to help support you guys with the plants. They are incredibly powerful and have so many benefits. Please share in the comments if any of you have been working with our master plant tinctures. And stay tuned next week because we will be featuring Ayahuasca. Thank you for tuning in.